Hey everybody, we are live from my kitchen. I want to share with you a treat just in time for Easter. That is so yummy. I love taking it places when I'm asked to bring a dessert because it's easy to put together and it's delicious, and most people don't know that it's healthy until I tell them. So here we go. Let me go ahead and go through the ingredients first, and then I'll tell you exactly what you need. So very first thing, pick your nut butter. I love cashew butter for this. I just think it's delicious. But you could use almond butter. You could use peanut butter if you've got a really great brand. I recommend if you're going peanut butter, try just peanuts and salt maybe. Coconut oil, maple syrup, some salt. That's it. Oh, and some chocolate chips. Lily's chocolate chips is my favorite. Super low sugar. And they're delicious. And a lot of my clients, hey guys, a lot of my clients already have these ingredients in their house, but really easy to throw together. So even if you have to go to the grocery store, you're gonna save time in making this. Okay, so the very first thing you're gonna wanna do is to put your nut butter. So you're gonna want 1 cup of whatever nut butter. Like I said, I love cashew butter. So 1 cup of your nut butter, 1 tablespoon of maple syrup, and 1/4 of a cup of coconut oil. Now your coconut oil needs to be melted down a bit, so I like to put that in a pot first. Go ahead and melt it down, and then you're going to put those 3 ingredients together and mix it up. I've already got mine mixed up here. The second thing you're going to do is go ahead and melt some dark chocolate. Again, I love my Lily's dark chocolate chips. Here it is again if you need to see it. I know it's backwards, but this stuff is amazing and my clients do rave about it. It's good. You can put it in trail mix. But anyway, for this recipe, really easy to melt down with some coconut oil. 1 teaspoon of coconut oil, 1/4 cup of your dark chocolate chips. So then you are going to go ahead and add everything. I like to add it to just a little small pan because it's not, you don't want it really thick. You want it a little bit on the thin side. So I'm going to go ahead and add, you can do a parchment paper to make sure it doesn't stick. I find this doesn't stick very bad anyway because of the oil, but this is also a pan that typically just things don't stick to very bad anyway. So you want to put that in there. Go ahead and get it on all 4 corners. And then you're going to take your chocolate. Now when you're doing this, you're going to think this is not enough chocolate for this whole thing, but it actually is. So we've got our nut butter, fudgy stuff at the bottom. Now we're adding our chocolate to the top. And you're just going to kind of drizzle it around. It's not going to coat the whole top. That's not the point. We get to the fun part here in just a minute. So go ahead and put that on. And I'm going to take a toothpick. And you're just going to marble it a little bit. I don't know if you can see this, but I'm going to take it and marble it. So fun. You make the prettiest little patterns. You see that? So I'm just taking a toothpick, or you can take a butter knife and just marble it. So if I tilt this too much, it's all going to spill, but you get the idea. All right. Now you're going to pop this in the freezer, maybe 20 minutes, 30 minutes. I like to have it really hard. Now I can tell you that this is going to be, it will melt very quickly at room temperature. Let me put it that way. If you were taking it somewhere, which you can, you want to put it over ice. You need to keep it incredibly cold because of the coconut oil especially. It's just going to turn into a wet mess. The good news is if it does melt, when you get somewhere, you stick it in the freezer and it's good to go again. Now, if you're at home, it's going to be perfect. Keep it in the freezer to keep it nice and hard. Now, I meant to grab this before I started. Let me see if I can get it real quick. So I did a little mini one in here, so you can see the marbling, and did not add any parchment paper or anything. So I'm not sure how easy this is going to pop out. Not easy at all. Anyway, I was going to show you what it looks like when it pops out, but you can picture it. So again, if you have parchment paper or if you've sprayed this a little bit, I've never tried it in this before. I thought, oh, I'll just do a little one for the demonstration. Well, this is my demonstration. I can't take it out and show you, but that's okay. In here, I can tell you, it pops out so easy. So you can score it and make nice, neat little, once it freezes, nice, neat little squares to just have a square at a time. I kind of just stick a knife in it and it just cracks. And so I get all these rugged looking pieces, and it's just fun. I don't know. I like serving it that way instead of in perfect little squares. But whatever you want to do, point is keep it frozen because it will melt. Oh, and the salt. So I don't add the salt. This would be before the freezer step. I don't add the salt before the when I'm putting everything together. I like to do it after because I like the little bit of grain on there. So right before I stick it in the freezer, maybe 1/8 of a teaspoon, just sprinkle it on to where you can kind of see it on the top. That's not even 1/8 of a teaspoon. So I could keep going, but that's the idea. So if you don't like it very salty and your nut butter already has salt in it, you may want to skip that step. I love the taste of something sweet with something salty. So I think it's fantastic that way. So that's it. You have your peanut butter, your maple syrup, your coconut oil. Blend it. Also, I don't know if I said that at the beginning. You want to blend all those ingredients together, okay? You want to melt the coconut oil, and then you're going to mix it in. And I usually use a blender to blend it all really good because sometimes that nut butter is a little on the harder side. So I just use a blender to blend all that together. And then you dump it right in, put your chocolate on, marble it, freeze it, done. 20 or 30 minutes. It is super fast. It's super delicious. I think y'all are going to love it. Would you please let me know if you try it? And I would love to know if you have these ingredients already. Do some of you, y'all let me know. Do some of you guys, hey guys, y'all are so funny. Do some of you guys already have these ingredients? Robin, I know does. I know Christy does. Suzanne, you should. I can't scroll because I'm back here behind. I just bet you that some of y'all could go in the kitchen and in 30 minutes have this put together. So try it. Let me know. I'd love to know also if you take it somewhere. Yes, I knew you would, Robin. Let me know if you take it somewhere and what everybody thinks about it because it's so good. And I also would love to know what nut butter you use. If you're allergic to tree nuts, you can do a sun butter. Sesame seed is great as well. So yeah, awesome guys. I hope that was something maybe you had either never seen before or maybe a twist on something you haven't seen, but it is delicious. But don't take my word for it. I really want you to try it. And I think that's all. Y'all share this. I would love to get the word out about this recipe and Lisa Lou Fitness in general. And by the way, if you didn't see the special that we put up today, for today only on Good Friday. So if you're watching this after Good Friday, it won't be good anymore. But for today on Good Friday, we're doing $5 off of any of our meal plans. So if you are new to the meal plans, if you've never done them before, I recommend starting with the 5-day reset. But if you've already done the 5-day reset, you can go and get any of the other meal plans. So no matter what one you do, you can get $5 off. You can go to lisaloufitness.com if you're doing the 5-day reset, the first one. Otherwise, if you're doing the any of the consecutive ones, you can go to lisaloufitness.com/meal plans. So anyway, I guess that's it for today. I'm going to come over here, see if there's anything. You missed the beginning, Jody. What? Go back and watch it. So good, so yummy. I have all the ingredients mentioned, and I'll try to remember to go back and list everything here too. So good to see you guys. Thank you so much for joining me, and be sure to let me know what you think about it when you try it. Bye guys. Have a great rest of your Good Friday.